So as you just saw, the front wheel is a little loose on the tractor, and there's a couple other things we're going to be doing. But the first thing is resetting that bearing and getting the tractor front left wheel tightened up and repacked and everything. So we'll jump on that real quick. Okay, yeah, the problem we found with the front axle was, or the spindle was, somebody put a nail in the crown nut and it broke the nail off, I don't know, or it backed out maybe. I can't tell. Anyway, it allowed that nut to back off and it was almost ready to come completely off. So that was a good catch, got that together. And now let's get the doghouse off of this and I'll explain to you what we're doing next. So here's what all is coming off. I've been soaking this down with PB Blaster, penetrating oil, all kinds of stuff. But the downpipe here is coming off, that's exhaust. Muffler's coming off, the 90, got a new one of these, new one of these. Carburetors have just been rebuilt, so I don't have to deal with that. But the gaskets are getting replaced with a new one going on here. And what the problem was, this gasket right here blew out. And it blew a fireball up the side. I shut it off, of course, but it went ahead and knocked the whole gasket out of it. So that's when I decided if we're gonna fix it, let's fix it. And I don't know that this is bad yet, but I got a new one. I'll probably keep this one, clean it up in case I need it for another time. But got a new heat shield and everything, so let's get started. So it took, honestly, about 20 minutes to get the doghouse off. And I will say, God bless Ford. When they came up with this idea, I don't know if it was first and Ford, Oliver, I don't know who came up with the idea first, but maybe 10 bolts and the whole doghouse is off and it can stay in one piece. Whether that's all the parts or all the bolts, I don't know, but that's how many bolts are in this one. It looks like there could have been more bolts. And maybe when we took the front end off to replace the pivot for the front axle, we didn't put them all back in, but still. I'm gonna do the unboxing here. It's always a highlight on most videos. The thing I'm most excited about, honestly, is this right here. It's a toolbox that gets mounted to it. And I think this is the original color of the tractor. Old Nellie Belle's blue now, but I don't think it came that way. This is the heat shield for the muffler. It goes between the muffler and the gas tank. It's red also. This is the gasket set, pretty much for the whole tractor. I went ahead and got them all. Don't need them all, but I'm gonna have them. This is the second phase. This is the spark plug wires, the condenser, the rotor button, the cap is in here. Spark plugs. It's basically a tune-up kit in a box. This piece, or this set, was $20 cheaper than if I bought them individually. All this stuff I got through Ag Parts. Here's the exhaust 90. This is the intake and the exhaust bolts, or gaskets, I mean. This is the intake and the exhaust. It's all one piece. Pretty brilliant if you ask me. That one's got some brazing marks on it or welded when it's put back together, but this one's solid. And this one has muffler, the clamp set. And I got the piece to change it from the exhaust going under the tractor to going up and over the hood, so that, oh, it goes like this, I think, it goes like that, so that the exhaust will, it goes like this. It'll go up next to the hood, and what that does is it keeps that hot exhaust off the grass. And around here soon the grass will start dying off, and you got pine needles and stuff, and having that hot exhaust down below can cause a fire, and I don't want a fire. I don't think it'll get to that point. I'll never let it grow up that high, but I don't have to deal with that. There'll be no more doubts about whether or not that's going to work. So that's it. That's all the parts I got. And honestly, I saved probably what was it, $300 and something I saved by getting this kit versus purchasing everything individually. But there should be no more risk of, you know, fireball shooting out the side and all that stuff. Plus, I'm hoping it runs a lot better. All right, as you can tell by my face, I've been working on this. I got the gas tank off the top of it. I had a few phone calls, so I had to shut this off. I record these on my phone. I'm about to switch over to the GoPro, but I'll flip this around and show you what it looks like without the gas tank on it. I'll show you where it was mounted. So it was mounted right here. That's right in front of the cylinder, or the valve covers. And it was mounted right there where that grounding bolt is. And the same on the other side. Here's the frame. You can see right there. Those two frames straddle basically it bolts to the head. But those two frames just straddle this head on each side. And you can tell it's pretty dirty. I need to get this cleaned up, because I don't want that crap falling down in there when I open it up. So we'll get her cleaned up and be right back. So as I predicted before, I got the exhaust. I took this part off to pull it back to get the muffler off. And there was no gasket in there at all. It don't look like there has been either. Yeah. So we're kind of at a stopping point now. I gotta get some stuff to clean this off with to get the pressure washer over here. But I'm gonna clean up my mess and wrap this up. Unfortunately, when you live where we live, it's not real easy to get stuff quickly, and we're going into town tomorrow to get groceries anyway, so I'll get the degreaser and the pressure washer set up, but